Hey, good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is our daily reading. Keep in mind it is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. We'll see. And we're just taking a look at current energies today and the energies around it. I'm using Black Cat Tarot today. So we'll see what this reading brings. Keep in mind I do personal readings. The link to my website's below. And let's get started. So we'll take a look at current energies. Well, Judgment. That feels good. I love the Judgment in this deck because it just feels so sorry. I mean, it's just like things are coming back alive. It really has that, growth energy. So present influence, Hierophant, future influence, Hangman. Those are all majors today, guys. Okay, so what we don't see, Sun, what to look for, Eight of Wands, Challenge, Five of Wands, Strength, Magician. Where does this lead? The Moon and Advice. Knight of Wands and King of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there is an energy. This could be about somebody, your King of Swords. So someone in your life. Again, this doesn't have to be a relationship as far as romance, but it's someone in your life that could be a boss, it could be a mentor, it could be a friend, but that's very particular or like very intelligent, but speaks their mind straight up. No, no mincing words or anything like that. So here is for those of you who want to take a look before we get started. So this is the current situation, past influence, present influence, future influence, what we don't see, what to look for, challenge, strength, and where it leads, and then advice is over here. If you look kind of too, like when I talk about where things face, this is going away. I'm not sure why. We'll take a look at it a little closer. Looking at this overall, and I'm not facing it, but we have how many cards? We have 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 majors. So 2/3 are majors. I feel like this is an important situation today. But I kind of get the feeling that King of Swords might be a person. But let's dig in a little bit. So I'm gonna put these in front of me here. Can you see them all? Okay. So the current situation being this, the Judgment. I feel like there is a feeling of regrowth. I mean, like if you look at this card, I mean, you can see everything kind of bending over, but they're coming, these guys, the cats are coming out and then kind of looking up to the sky. It feels really hopeful to me in a way, in a sense, like finally seeing things come together, that kind of feeling. So that's what the situation feels like. You're just kind of seeing things come together, seeing things, you feel better. Um, I don't know. There's just an overall like I don't I that's the way I feel. Like you're just feeling that things are finally happening, coming together, something to that nature where there's definitely this reawakening feeling of some degree or another. So the Hierophant is in our present influence, and I feel like this really is, if he's looking, he's feeding the mice. In other words, he's not attacking them, he's feeding them, he's taking care of kind of, I mean, in a way, that would be something normally he would have for food, right? The mouse. But instead, he's, giving to that. And I feel like it's something like that. Like if you feel like there's been like a conflict or somebody in your life where, not an enemy, but like, just, I mean, like, I feel like it's this King of Swords. Like, there's an energy of that king that maybe there was something where you weren't getting along, or, almost. And I feel like it's so weird because this isn't what the Hierophant's about, but I feel like it's saying, it's important to embrace all of the things, regardless. And that I feel like there's this give back, and this would be you like going, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to nurture everything around me. And I think what it brings is a whole new perspective, to life in general. So this, I mean, it could be about work, it could be about home, it could be about anything. But I really just feel like there's this energy of, I'm not fighting it anymore. I'm not fighting it anymore. I'm going to embrace instead, and which leads to a whole new perspective on things. I don't feel like this hangman energy in the near future means that you will be stagnant. That's not what I'm feeling at all. I feel like it's just about, because this is an influence, right? So it's influencing the future, which is more of a different perspective, which is leading to a lot of things. And this is what you don't see, which is the sun. And that's all about our happiness, right? So I feel like it's important to understand that it's there. I think my cat's attacking a bug or something. She's making funny noises. so, um, but that this is like, there is joy, right? And the joy comes from embracing all of the things, I believe. And for some reason, you're not seeing the true happiness around you. I mean, I really like it. And what to watch for is this Eight of Wands. And I feel like it's just your turn to shine. Like, he's taking the baton. And, if you watched a relay race of those kind where they switched, I mean, I think that's what, excuse me, I think that's what they're called, relay races. But where you're, it's your turn to cross the finish line. It's your turn to move forward. It's your turn. It's your turn to shine. You're going to, when you take this baton, you're either going to win it for the team, or, if you don't take that energy, then maybe, you could have the team lose. And I think the team is one or two people. It's not huge. And the Five of Wands is in our challenge. And I feel like this is like, I think the challenge is, don't compete, right? Don't think of anything don't think of this situation as a competition, and that's going to be hard for you to some degree, because you want to win, right? So there's that feeling of wanting to win, but that's where this comes in, like this feeling of, helping all around you instead of going, no, I want to win, I want to be the winner. Even though you are looking to win, and that's okay as long as it has the right intent. And I think that's what it is. Instead of acting, competitive, or like, acting like I am the winner, it's more, I'm going to just do this and take what I've got. And this is a reminder. And I do believe that this says this is your strength. You've got all of the things, you've got the tools, you've got, what you need to succeed here. And as long as I think you watch that competition piece, that you definitely will. It's not a competition. It's life, and that's how to find the joy. And don't worry about being competitive, because I feel like in the long run, if you want to shine, you will shine, and especially if you do it quietly. If the challenge, the Five of Wands says, I think if you're more apt to be abrasive, or not even abrasive, but too competitive, or making it too much about you, or anything like that, like being any kind of, and I don't mean selfish in an over way, but like I think I hope you understand what I mean, but that feeling could get in the way of being recognized for what you, for the, for your strengths. And the moon, in where this all leads, is understand and keep in mind that things aren't always as they seem. And I do believe, let me see. Um, I'm going to look at the moon in this deck. Linked to the mystery and secrets of subconscious obscurity. Obscurity generates fears and uncertainties, and the card is connected to everything that we do not know and cannot control. Let's allow our instinct to guide us. Yeah, I mean, that leads to, I think, understanding you won't know everything, and that's okay. We can't know everything, but and I think maybe too, if we look at this card and say an instinct will guide you in the right direction, trust yourself too. This isn't really the high priestess, but I feel like it is a warning of, and I always believe with this with the moon. I mean, it's a big deal to me when I read the moon is about it not being what it seems like, because that's a big part of life where we assume something just because, normally if someone's talking about us, it's normally a negative because we're not involved. And instead of assuming that that's the way it is, maybe it's something different. I mean, it can be the opposite way too, where you assume everything's okay because it appears to be, but it's really not. So it's always that trick. And I think where this leads us is to understand our uncertainties, right? So I think with that hangman situation, saying in the future you are going to look at things with different perspective, I think this helps this situation of it's okay to be uncertain, it's okay to not know everything, because you know what, the truth will come out, right, no matter what. And that's the important thing. So I believe that that's where this kind of leads, is to, I think this is a true awakening. This judgment card means a lot. I think like this feels very, it does feel very spiritual reading, and why not? We've got the judgment, we've got Hierophant, we've got sun, we got moon, we got magician. Those are pretty spiritual cards, and then the hangman is very much it can be a very spiritual card as well. So these are like true inner things that are happening right now, and I like this energy a lot. So the Knight of Wands is your advice, and I feel like it is about, just do it, just do the things. I mean, you have Eight of Wands here, which is the same energy to me as the Knight of Wands. um and this is again like everything's not as it seems, so don't, remember that you don't have to know everything to move ahead with some things. Like, it's okay to get into a direction and go for it and use your passions and really move forward. I like this energy of advice, because if you keep second guessing yourself, then you're not getting anywhere and not moving forward. I love this energy today. I'm going to be honest with you. I really do. So I hope that resonates. Please let me know if it does. And yeah, any comments, any likes are all appreciated as usual. And I appreciate everyone who's watching. And I do. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.